Hello and welcome back to 307 Reads, the channel for all of you who love to read and maybe some of you who don't but want to get into it. Today we have a treat. We're going to take a look at an arc that I got um, from the folks at Thomas and Mercer and um, NetGalley. I want to thank them for this arc. This book comes out October 7th, 2025. And the cool thing about this book is it is a new take. And trust me when I say it's a new take, because a lot of these uh, books have what they think is a new take, and you get to reading it and you're like, oh, this is just the same thing. This really is a new take on the horror, on the haunted horror house trope. If you like things that are fast paced, this is a good one for you. But what we're looking today at is How to Fake a Haunting by Krista Carmen. Now, this is the first book I've read from Carmen. Excuse me. What I will say is that this particular book was such a delight. I'm going to be reading her back catalog as soon as I can get my hands on the books. She is an excellent writer, I believe, and this was fun. Here we're following our main character, who is Lainey. Lainey is married to a guy named Callum. Now, Callum he has his issues, the biggest of being he is an alcoholic. And if there is a problem, we'll just get the problem the problem I had with the book out of the way right off the bat. I felt that Callum was kind of written so bad as such a mean character, such a bad guy, that it was almost cartoonish, kind of snidely, whiplashy almost. Uh, and I understand why he was written that way, because really you do want to not like this guy for everything to work. But I think I can get past that because it's just the way that everything else transpired in the book. I think there's only one other male character in the book, and he wasn't portrayed as a Doomkoff or anything like that. He was good. But anyway, I just didn't like the way he was portrayed. But that's neither here nor there, because the rest of the book more than covered over that. The other two characters we're really invested in are Beatrix, who is Lainey and Callum's daughter, and Adelaide, who is Lainey's friend. Now, I'm not going to throw any spoilers out there. These are all contained in the description of the book, actually. But the cool thing about this is, okay, so Lainey has had it with Callum. She is past the point of no return. She wants to get him gone, and she talks to Adelaide about this ad nauseum, and they come up with a plan that we're going to fake a haunted house, and because he's such a drunk, it'll cause him to lose his mind and he'll leave. So they come up with this plan, and they do a great job of it and everything else. Other things happen, though, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I'll leave it there. But excellent writing. I thought this thing was paced extraordinarily well. It was one of those books that just flew by. There was nothing. There was no fluffery in it. There was no point actually where you got to the. You know how sometimes when you're reading, you go, "Man, can we get on to something else? Maybe can this thing move a little bit faster?" You didn't have a problem with this book. I never caught myself looking at how much time was left in the book. I never caught myself going, I wonder how much I have left in this chapter. It was that kind of book. It just kind of sucked you in. And I did find myself many times going back and forth, um, looking at my watch, thinking, man, I got to get going, uh, I got to go do stuff because it did suck me in that way. It was really good. As far as scary goes, I don't know that this was a particularly scary book as a horror book goes. I think most horror books are not really, you know, terrifying in that realm. There's a few that, of course, hit that. Maybe I should do a video on that sometime. Some truly scary books, but this one was more fun than anything else. It was just a really fun book. I think this would be a good book for those of you who are wanting to dip your toe into the thriller horror type, supernatural type uh, books. I also think this is a good one for those of you who are in a book slump. And man, if you've read many books, you've been there. This one will get you out of it because the action is pretty intense. Um, but it's a really good read. It's a quick read. I think too it would be a good book for those of you who are just kind of wanting to see how folks interact when they're pushed to their limits, because that's kind of what goes on here. Um, Now this book does not come out until October 7th of this year, 2025, and so put it on your want to read list. Um, get it out there. Again, I want to thank NetGalley and Thomas and Mercer Publishing for this arc. It's an excellent book, excellent writer, and I'll probably do another um, video on the next one I read from her. But I got a bunch of big ones coming up that we're going to be taking a look at soon. The Nat Cassidy, his new one will be coming out. And actually, I've read the one. What am I saying? I've read Nat Cassidy's new book, When the Wolf Comes Home, which is another fun one, and we'll do a deep dive into that one probably next. But I hope you're having an awesome time. I thank you for tuning in to us today. Please like and subscribe to this channel and like this video. I really enjoyed having our time together. Please comment on what you want to see. Different types of books you want read, maybe different books specifically. One of the cool things is here pretty soon I'm going to be going to a bunch of local bookstores. That'll be coming up in June. And we're going to be taking a look at we've got a new one that's opening up. I can't wait to hit this bookstore because they're opening up the day after my birthday. And the cool thing about it is it's specifically a horror bookstore, and they have a lot of books that are donated to them and all that stuff for sale, and you can it's just I can't wait to see it. It's going to be great. It's above another bookstore that is really really cool. You can take your old books in there and start an account, and then they have all sorts of other books that come out that are on their shelves. You never know what you're going to get. It's really really cool, and it's a local one. So, and we have Barnes and Noble apparently coming into Casper soon, and I'm kind of I don't know how I feel about that. I think it'll be good, but I hope that the local ones. I hope folks still come to the local ones. But anyway, got that stuff going, and I also have I'm going to have a book haul uh, soon because I'm going to a cool bookstore, a Books a Million, here next week. So we'll be having that book haul soon. But I hope you're having a great time. I love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, and once again from 307 Reads.